Are you wondering what's the best mesh router for this year? If so, stay tuned, because by the end of this short video, you'll know exactly which one to choose. Hey guys, it's 7 Top Rated, and in today's video, we're going to check out the 5 best mesh routers on the market. This list was made based on our personal views and are listed based on price, quality, durability, and more. To see prices and get more info about the product shown, be sure to check out the description below. One last thing before we dive in, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell to get the latest product reviews from the channel. Okay, so let's get started with today's video. At number 5 is the TP-Link Deco M5 Home Mesh Wi-Fi System. Mesh routers aren't exactly new, but until now they've tended to command the kind of price points that have kept them out of the reach of the majority. TP-Link hopes to change that with the Deco M5, which offers up a mesh system much cheaper than the competition. Let's take a look. Design-wise, the Deco 3 units are attractively designed with a seashell fractal design on top with a hint of minimalism. There's a single LED at the center of the unit that lets you know everything you need to about its current status, with the LED being joined by a pair of 2 gigabit Ethernet ports on the rear of the unit, plus a USB Type-C port used as power connectors off to one side. In order to set up the Deco M5s, you need to install and run the accompanying app. It is available on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. This app is clear and straightforward to use, and setting up the network is quick and painless. As for performance, unlike traditional routers that can cause dead zones and buffering, the Deco M5 uses 3 units working seamlessly to create a mesh network that can cover homes up to 5,500 square feet and keep 100 plus devices connected at the same time if you need. Each device has 4 internal antennas and offers a 2x2 MIMO connection for a maximum speed of 400 megabits per second on the 2.4 GHz spectrum and 867 megabits per second on the 5 GHz spectrum. Furthermore, rather than a range extender that needs multiple network names and passwords, the Deco M5 allows you to enjoy seamless roaming from room to room with a single network name and password, which we really liked. To conclude, if you're looking to ditch your traditional router extended setup for a whole home Wi-Fi system, put the TP-Link Deco M5 Wi-Fi system on your shortlist. It'll be an excellent choice. At number 4 is the Google Wi-Fi system. If you're looking for a super simple way to get Wi-Fi to every corner of your home, Google Wi-Fi could be the answer, delivering seamless mesh wireless connectivity on a single network. Design-wise, every Google Wi-Fi point is well built and feels sturdy, but surprisingly, there aren't many elements to reveal that we're dealing with a networking device, which measures no more than 4.17 by 2.70 inches and weighing only 12 ounces. Cutting through the middle of the case, there's a single narrow LED indicator which shows the status of the network using different colors. As for performance, all Google Wi-Fi units are identical. When multiple units are used in a home, the first unit works as the main router that connects to an internet source, like a broadband modem. The additional units extend the Wi-Fi coverage to create a single Wi-Fi mesh network. In addition, each hardware unit is called a Wi-Fi point. If you get a single unit, you have just one point, which can cover about 1,200 square feet, which is suitable for a small home or average-sized apartment. More points, up to 6, scattered around the house will increase the area of coverage accordingly. A set of 3 units can easily cover a 4,000 square foot or even larger home. Depending on the layout of your home, you can put the Wi-Fi points 1 or 2 rooms away from another to maximize the Wi-Fi coverage. Plus, the Google Wi-Fi app can help determine the best location by measuring the connection between units. Overall, Google Wi-Fi is easy to use and a breeze to set up. It has strong Wi-Fi coverage and fast speed. It costs a lot less than other mesh Wi-Fi systems, comes from a reputable brand, and is one we would recommend. At number 3 is the Netgear Orbi Mesh Wi-Fi System. A smart system that boosts Wi-Fi range and speed, Netgear's Orbi Mesh Wi-Fi System could be the answer for anyone struggling with uneven wireless performance. Let's dive in. Design-wise, the Orbi has a beautiful white design that's free of illumination except for when something is wrong, making it look more like a piece of decor rather than a wireless router. All the ports and buttons are on the back, so if you manage your wires correctly, it becomes rather attractive. As for performance, the Orbi system comprises one router that you plug into your broadband via its Ethernet WAN port, and a second satellite router that you ideally place in the middle of your home to extend the coverage. Netgear advertises the Orbi of having 5,000 feet of coverage. And while we didn't break out a giant tape measure, that seems about right. You can have a gigantic home and still get reliable network performance throughout. Additionally, with the Orbi app, you can set up your Wi-Fi in minutes, customize your settings, test or monitor your Wi-Fi speed, and control your Wi-Fi anywhere, anytime. Plus, the gigabit port on the router gives you a fast wired connection to your computer, game box, TV, or other high-speed devices. The router also features robust parental controls thanks to a partnership with Disney. When paired with the Orbi, the Circle Smart Family Controls app will let you control your family's online time, from blocking off-limits websites, managing screen time, and even setting a bedtime so your kids don't stay up playing on their phones all night. To conclude, the Netgear Orbi is one of the fastest and most reliable wireless routers on the market today, making it absolutely worth the high price of admission, and if you can afford it, would be a great choice. At number 2 is the AmpliFi HD Wi-Fi system. The AmpliFi HD is a great mesh Wi-Fi router system that will cover your whole house in Wi-Fi goodness while also looking stylish. Design-wise, in an increasingly crowded market, you need to stand out from the pack, and the AmpliFi HD achieves that thanks to a stylish look that combines a minimalist design with some genuinely useful features. The main router unit is a white cube that can sit in the palm of your hand, with a round LCD display at the front and the ports at the back. The two MeshPoint HD signal boosters having quite a different, yet still quite striking design to the main router. They are both long white oblongs that plug directly into a power socket. The main body of the MeshPoint HD is actually attached to the power supply via a magnetic ball. This allows you to angle the body to help improve Wi-Fi coverage. In addition, considering the minimalist design, it's good to see that the router still comes with plenty of ports, with 4 gigabit Ethernet connections for wired devices, and another Ethernet port to connect to your modem. There's also a USB port for sharing printers and storage devices across your network, and a USB-C power port. As for performance, up to 20,000 square feet can be covered, with speeds of up to 5.25 gigabits per second, 1.75 gigabits per second each for the base station plus the 2 mesh points. On its own, the base station is a dual-band AC1750 router with speeds of 450 megabits per second on the 2.4 GHz band and 1300 megabits per second on the 5 GHz band. Furthermore, the 1.6 diameter screen on the front is meant to be out in the open because of the contextual information it displays. Real-time bandwidth traffic always appears like a digital counter that constantly changes to show the downstream and upstream. To conclude, for anyone looking into mesh networking as a go-to choice to blanket a home in Wi-Fi access, this Ubiquiti AmpliFi HD is a strong choice. At number 1 is the Google Nest Wi-Fi router. The Google Nest Wi-Fi is an excellent mesh router system with impressive top speeds, strong performance at range, easy-to-use features, and stable band steering. Design-wise, it takes 2 devices to make up a Nest Wi-Fi network. The first is the Nest Wi-Fi router, which is connected to your internet provider's modem. This has 2 Ethernet ports and is slightly bigger than the Nest Wi-Fi point, the second device that makes up Nest Wi-Fi. The point has a single port on the bottom for power, a status light around the bottom, and a switch on the back to disable the microphones. The router comes in white, while the point is available in white, mist, or sand. On to performance, the Nest Wi-Fi system automatically switches between the 2 available frequency bands, 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz, depending on how far you are from your nearest Wi-Fi point, to ensure you have the best connection, by prioritizing traffic to any of the devices on your network, which comes in handy if you're streaming 4K video or gaming online. You can also use Google Assistant to pause internet access to your kids' devices or run network speed tests. And if you have a Nest Hub, you can even display a QR code for guests to scan with their smartphones to connect to your guest Wi-Fi network. To conclude, for those looking to extend the reach of the internet around their home or improve Wi-Fi weak spots, Google Nest Wi-Fi Mesh System is a fantastic option. It not only offers lovely designs, but is incredibly user-friendly, simple to set up, and it performs exactly how you would want it to. And that's why it's our number 1 choice. Thanks for watching the video. We hope you found it useful. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this in the future. If you do have any questions related to these products, you can leave a comment below and we'll get back to you. Catch you soon.